This morning we're heading towards Badourie, about 200 k's south of Boulia, on the Birdsville road, which is where we're heading. The camel race weekend was a great weekend. It started Friday arvo, Saturday and Sunday. People started leaving on the Sunday. A lot of people left on the Monday. The place was pretty much deserted today, which is Tuesday. But there was still around 60 caravans left on the campground, and they are leaving today. A few clouds around today, and not quite as cool as it was the last few mornings, but onwards and upwards. Here we go. We had a pleasant night last night at Badourie, and today we're heading to Birdsville. Badourie is a small town, and when they have their big rains, they often get cut off, and Badourie becomes just an island. It's quite amazing, actually. Some great old buildings there, including the old hotel, which was built in the late 1880s, and then it was burnt and partially destroyed and all sorts of things, but it's pretty much as it was when it was built in the 1880s. Across the road from the hotel there's another old building, which I'm not sure what that one is. Nice old building though. And it was a little fresh this morning, so we decided to have a cooked breakfast. We had scrambled eggs with the works, and it was wonderful. So anyway, off to Birdsville, and there's a few points of interest on the way we're going to stop and have a look at. Now, if you've watched some of our earlier shows, you would know that we changed our proposed travel route because of all the rain they were having out here, and that's several months ago. And we're quite amazed now, because as we drive between Badourie and Birdsville and this end of the world, there's lots of green and lots of water, and we just passed a big pool, a billabong, and there was hundreds of ducks there. We're on the edge of the desert, and there's water everywhere. We're finding it fascinating. Just going to have a look at Carcory boar, which is an Artesian type of boar coming to the surface. It's hot when it comes to the surface. There's a bit of a sulphur smell. Looks like they've used it to water stock at some stage. This is the Carcory Homestead, built in 1877 from local limestone. Right, there appears to be a table and chair out here between Badourie and Birdsville. So when you see a table and chair, you might as well stop and chat at the table and chair.
That's kind of bizarre, isn't it?
Maybe even have a cup of tea.
Yes. Yes.
As the sign says, we made it to Birdsville. Birdsville was originally known as the Diamantina Crossing, but became known as Birdsville in the 1880s. It was originally established to service the newly formed pastoral leases, and also the stock route that took stock originally from Birdsville down to Port Augusta or Adelaide, the nearest railhead, but that got moved to Maree, so they were pushing stock from Birdsville down to Maree. Birdsville has a couple of events here through the year, the Big Red Bash and races and a few other events that draw large numbers of people. So consequently the caravan park here is a good size, and once you get out of town there's campgrounds that can be used. Birdsville is a small, remote, outback Queensland community located on the edge of the Simpson Desert. It's somewhere around 1,600 kilometres from Brisbane. And this old building behind me is the remains of the Royal Hotel built in 1883. Birdsville is located adjacent to the Diamantina River, which currently is full of water because of all the rain they had earlier, which is interesting because we're on the edge of the desert and there's a river right here. It's also known for a big red sand dune, and Birdsville is the start of the Birdsville track, which takes you 517 k's to Badourie, and it is currently closed at the moment due to the damage from the rain, flies, due to the wet conditions. Birdsville is located on the edge of the Simpson Desert and subject to all sorts of extreme weather conditions, including heat. They're also subject to flooding. So the roads out of Birdsville are all signed very well. Every road out has a signboard like the one behind me, road open or road closed, because once you leave Birdsville it's a long way to anywhere, especially if you go down the Birdsville track. We're on our way out to Big Red, the big dune out here, and because of the rain earlier in the year there's so much green fodder around. There's a heap of cows in between these couple of dunes. There's water. Oh, there's a big pool of water over there. Water and green, and it's amazing. Behind me is Big Red, the biggest sand dune in the Simpson Desert, located about 38 k's out of Birdsville. Quite a sight to see, and the water on the other side is amazing. And they have various functions here, the Big Red Bash and music and all sorts. And behind me at the moment it is very green. That's because of the rain they had not long ago, and that was probably the campground for the recent concert they had here. This is the Birdsville Artesian water supply. When the water gets to the surface, it is very hot. We're at Pelican Point, just south of Birdsville. Town is just across the other side of this water body. This is a dogleg in the Diamantina River, and this is a strip of land with water all the way around it. We must have driven 1.5 to 2 k's along this peninsula of land, and there's water all the way around it, forming billabong maybe. There's a bird sanctuary now. There's lots of birds everywhere. It's called Pelican Point. We can see one pelican there, but I'm sure there's others around. It's once again, I have to say how amazing this is. We're on the edge of the desert and there's water everywhere, mainly because it rained early in the year, but there's regularly water here in the Diamantina River. It's very interesting. Not far from here on the edge of the Diamantina River is one of the Burke and Wills trees, one of the trees they blazed when they're doing their exploration way back, and you can see why they would stay close to the river, because if you've got a river you've got water and also most likely some form of food. Today we're heading to Badourie, which is around 166 k's east-ish of Birdsville. We enjoyed our stay at Birdsville, had a great fly from the famous Birdsville bakery. Nice town. Got some photos of the pub, of course, the iconic Birdsville pub. The Birdsville track is still closed from Birdsville to Maree because of the rain we had some time ago, but it actually rained a little bit last night, so there's a few puddles around now. So most of this part of the road is going to be dirt, but there is a sprinkle of bitumen apparently. So Badourie, here we come. Well, that's it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. Please like, share, subscribe and keep on watching.